Today, law enforcement officers from across the state gathered here in East Texas to learn more about keeping their communities safe from gangs, drug cartels, and school violence.
Yeah, it was the first time since 1958 that the Texas Police Association met in Tyler. KLTV 7's Melanie Torrey was there as the East Texas church arsons were presented as a case all law enforcement officers could learn from.
Smith County Sheriff Larry Smith and Texas Ranger Brent Davis took a ballroom full of officers back to 2010, when a series of arsons destroyed churches all across the region. In another session, a retired police chief from Massachusetts described the role of local law enforcement during the hunt for the Boston Marathon bombing suspects.
You're going to drive the point home that could happen to you.
Tom Shamshak is now a private investigator and law enforcement analyst.
Local law enforcement is the immediate response on the streets of America to these terror attacks.
Shamshak says it's local law enforcement's responsibility to have the training and tools to respond to incidents like what happened in Boston.
What the officers need to do is to be trained to identify the nuances in behavior, looking for deceptive behavior, people who are maybe disguised, people who discard items.
An ultimate objective is to have safe streets and safe communities.
To achieve that, the Texas Police Association will cover multiple topics over multiple days.
Earlier today, we had somebody dealing with gangs, especially dealing with in our own community. You would think that gangs are in the metroplexes, but they're coming into the smaller areas.
And we're able to learn everything here and take it back and forward it and spread it among ourselves, because we need each other. Law enforcement, we're a big family, and we've got to share information with each other.
So the officers down the road and in our neighboring counties will have the same information and know the best ways to keep their communities safe. In Tyler, Melanie Torrey, KLTV 7 News.
Other topics at the conference included mental preparedness for active shooter situations and assisting first responders, victims, and their families in critical situations.